that the opposition should be seen to be siding with this A-grade thug. Expediency, of course, may be only one reason. Loyalty could be the other. It's no secret that Ansari has enjoyed political patronage, which ensured that even though the first criminal case, now pay attention, the first criminal case was registered against him at the age of 17. The first murder case was registered against him when he was 25. Ansari was only convicted when he turned 61. In the interim, viewers, between 17 and 61, he had been booked in 60 criminal cases. That's almost, viewers, 1.5 every year. Booked in 60 criminal cases, including 16 under murder charges. For 4 decades, Ansari unleashed a reign of terrifying crimes with impunity. So much so that even when an honest policeman dared to prosecute him. Yes, viewers, let me just acquaint you with his criminal history. In 1978, he was booked for criminal intimidation at the age of 15. In 86, murder case registered in Ghazipur. 1996, he gets elected as an MLA from Mau on a BSP ticket. His criminal antecedents made no difference. 2002, he won Mau Assembly seat as an independent. 2005, 28 criminal cases registered by that year. 2007, won Mau Assembly seat as an independent again. 2012, won from Mau again after launching his own party, Qawmi Ekta Dal. Can you imagine, viewers? A murderous thug launches a political party and has associations with others in the opposition. In 2017, he merged his party with the BSP, won Mau on a BSP ticket. That was the same year, viewers, that Yogi Adityanath swept the elections in Uttar Pradesh, becoming chief minister. He was installed later, of course. He was picked by the BJP. In 2022, he stood convicted in 8 criminal cases, faced trial in 21 cases. In 2023, he is sentenced to 10 years in BJP MLA Krishnanand Rai's murder. In 2023, he is convicted in murder of Ajay Rai's brother Avdesh Rai. In that same year, he is sentenced to life imprisonment in Avdesh Rai's murder. Perhaps, viewers, the IOUs that tie Ansari to his political benefactors are so implicit that it becomes difficult to cut the apron strings. And therefore, viewers, you have people who are now saying that his death in jail is an act of anarchy. Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, death of a prisoner will erode public confidence in judicial process. All such doubtful cases should be investigated under SC supervision. A government that cannot protect life has no right to remain in power. Viewers, look at the hypocrisy. This man is a murderer. He was killing people. Viewers, and his political benefactors, by that right, by that example, by that analogy, also had no right to remain in power because they did nothing about his killing spree. Akhilesh Yadav adds, UP is going through the worst phase of government anarchy. This is 0 hour of law and order in Uttar Pradesh. Viewers, Asaduddin Owaisi also buys into this insinuation that he was bumped off, this Ansari was bumped off in jail by the Yogi government. Listen it.
जब किसी भी डिसीज के फैमिली मेंबर को बात कहते हैं तो उसको आपको सीरियस लेने की बहुत ज़रूरत है। और अगर आप देखेंगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट में भी वो लोग गए थे जिसमें उन्होंने इस एप्रीहेंशन का इजहार किया था उस फैमिली ने कि उनको प्रिजन में ही मार दिया जाएगा, कि कोई अंदर आएगा। और फिर सुप्रीम कोर्ट को उत्तर प्रदेश की सरकार ने ये बताया कि उनकी हिफाजत की जाएगी उनकी जान की। और जब उनकी फैमिली कह रही है कि उनको स्लो पॉइजन दिया गया है, तो मैं ये चाहूँगा कि इसकी एक सही तरीके से इंडिपेंडेंट इंक्वायरी हो और जो फैमिली कह रही है उसको सीरियस लेने की ज़रूरत है।
Viewers, such blithe viewers regard for the deceased and his family. This was no ordinary deceased, as I've already shown and proven to you, viewers, through facts. And his family members, viewers, are all career politicians. And worse, criminals. There's no denying. However, that due process is the hallmark of a rule-based society, and it is the opposition's duty to ask questions if any action undermines the law. But the question one asks is often as important as the answer. This is particularly so at election time because, as it is often said, the person who asks the question gets to control the conversation. Should the opposition be echoing innuendo in the guise of a question to mislead voters, to whip up sympathy so that they can reap electoral rewards? Viewers, no wonder then that the Yogi government has put the state security forces on high alert, and just to be sure, even ordered a judicial probe into Ansari's death. Viewers, let's open this up, because the question needs to be asked: is this misplaced loyalty to a thug glorifying a murderer, glorifying Ansari? That's the fundamental question, viewers. And I want to begin with a person from the ordinary public. Dr. Ranganathan, first with you. How do you make this what do you make of this welter of support, this blithe regard for this poor deceased family? And their claim.
Yes. Good evening, Rahul. Look, the only question that needs answering right now is, would the attendance at terrorist Mukhtar Ansari's funeral beat the record of terrorist Yaqub Memon's funeral or terrorist Burhan Wani's funerals? I'm sure as we speak, tens of thousands of the attendees are dusting their somber kurta and skull caps. Where are all those who have been crying over the last 10 years over mainstreaming of violence? Well, there they are, crying over Ansari's death and paying their respects. From politicians to political parties, every one of these charlatans have suddenly forgotten that Ansari had 61 serious criminal cases pending against him, that he was convicted in 4 cases of horrendous blood-curdling murders. But I have to say this, Rahul, Mukhtar Ansari is a symptom. Let me tell you of the disease, because if I don't, then nothing would change going forward. As a famous dialogue went, Bihar mein to baagi hote hain, dakat milte hain parliament mein. 29% of our current MPs cutting across party lines face serious criminal charges like murder, rape, dacoity, up from 9% in 2004. Most of them always get acquitted because the witnesses miraculously turn hostile every single time. Hari Shankar Tiwari, Virendra Pratap, Atiq Ahmed, Prakash Shukla, Brijesh Singh, Munna Bajrangi, the late Mukhtar Ansari. These aren't gangsters anymore. They're politicians. Now, when such are our legislators, is it any surprise there is no clamor for reforming our judiciary or the police force? It is the police force that is the highest perk for our netas, not the Lal Batti, Rahul. Encounters, aiding criminals, custodial deaths, especially of rival gang members, these are not the exception but the rule. Did you know 1,800 Indians died in police and judicial custody in 2019, almost 5 every single day pre-COVID. But where are the police and the judicial reforms? By the time this debate finishes, Rahul, 4 women would have been raped, 2 under trials would have been encountered, and 3 cases would have been added to the 45 lakh cases already pending in our high courts. 24% of judiciary positions lie vacant. 50,846 cases that are pending are as old as 35 years. In all, 5 crore cases are pending. We have only 137 policemen per lakh population. The US recommends 220. 24% police posts lie vacant across states. There is 35% inadequacy of police vehicles and up to 75% shortage in weaponry. Worse, where they are equipped, it is with outdated weapons. 51 police stations across India are still without a telephone or a wireless. The 7-point Supreme Court directed through the Prakash Singh case is yet to be applied. Apocalypse, Rahul, has come and gone. We are living in a post-apocalyptic India where the wheels of judiciary and executive aren't just even grinding slowly. They have come to a stop. Remember Hari Shankar Tiwari, just 30 seconds. The first gangster to win election from jail. He and his family first joined the Congress, then BJP, then SP, then BSP. Remember Raja Bhaiya? BSP arrested him under POTA. SP dismissed POTA charges within 15 minutes of coming to power and made him a minister. BJP that took his help in 2018 Rajya Sabha election and made him a minister in 1997. Democracy, more often than we'd like to admit, Rahul, is not so much the defeat of the elected, as it is of the electorate.
Yeah, I've heard you say this numerous occasions, Dr. Ranganathan, pretty much chapter and verse. But the point here tonight, viewers, is also a particular one. And that is that we are seeing a welter of support, a buying into a thesis which undermines, viewers, state process. Let's not kid ourselves. Let's not kid ourselves. This is an attempt to whip up hysteria and perhaps violence. And Mr. Haider, I have to ask you tonight, I find it strange that Akhilesh Yadav is saying that UP is going through the worst phase of government anarchy. And this is zero of law and order in Uttar Pradesh. On what basis is this claim being made, sir?
Rahul Bhai, first of all, let me tell you that the number of deaths in judicial custody is maximum in Uttar Pradesh. Crime is rampant in UP. What Anand Bhai was saying, actually, I second most of his thought. But see, even then, government like Uttar Pradesh and some other, they claim that there is no crime in Uttar Pradesh. That is the irony. You know, it is the duty of the
Mr.
government.
Mr. Haider, don't give me these pious homilies. Dr. Ranganathan is not speaking as an entrenched politician. You are speaking as an entrenched politician. You have been part of the process that gave Mr. What is his name, this thug, Ansari, the immunity to allow him from a 17-year-old thug to become a 61-year-old thug. Now, just 1 minute, sir. Just, I want to ask you, Mr. Haider, I want to ask you a pointed question. I'm tired of politicians showing up on this show and talking as if, you know, they are the end-all and the be-all of morality. I'm asking you, sir, on what basis? I'm asking you a specific question and my audience wants a specific answer. This whataboutery must end. So I'm asking you, this is what your boss says. UP is going through the worst phase of government anarchy. This is 0 hour of law and order in Uttar Pradesh. The death of a prisoner will erode public confidence in judicial process. So what is being said? On what basis are you saying that this death will erode public confidence in the judicial process? Can you explain?
Yeah, surely. See, the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh claims about Thokdo. And we believe any person who believes in the court of law, any person who believes in the rule of law would never agree to Thokdo Niti. It cannot be the state policy. I'm not referring to this particular issue.
No. Your boss is referring to this particular issue. You don't give me this. No, 1 second. I'm asking you, on what basis Abbas Haider is Akhilesh Yadav saying that, and he's insinuating this, that Mr. Mukhtar Abbas Ansari has been killed in jail. On what basis are you making this claim?
I'm saying he has never made any claim as of now. There has been allegation from the victim's family.
Victim's family? No, hang on, just stop there. Victim. No, hang on. A convict is a victim, viewers. A convict is a victim of what?
No,
a victim of what?
I'm saying
a victim of what?
Let me just complete. Let me just complete, Rahul Bhai. Please allow me to complete. If you'll keep on questioning, that won't help you. Let me tell you. No, Anand Bhai, let me tell you. Okay, since you are putting that picture, let me tell you. It's not there. Mukhtar Ansari is not in that picture. Mukhtar Ansari has been an independent MLA. He has been an MLA from BSP. He has been an MLA from his own party. In 2017, he was an MLA, not from Samajwadi Party, not with any party. And in 2022, his son is MLA from Suheldev Bharati Samajwadi Party, which is an ally of BJP right now. So basically, he was never a member of Samajwadi Party.
Sir, 1 second. I asked you a specific question. Again, you have gone into his history, geography. I know his history, geography. Our viewers know. I only ask you, he's a victim of what? You called him a victim? A victim of what, sir?
If the family is accusing that poisoning has been done to him,
which member of the family, sir? A person who's a history sheeter. So viewers, in today's India, just 1 minute. Yes, of course they have a right to be heard, but they don't have a right to be believed. Okay, there's due process, a judicial, hang on, 1 second. Amitabh Sinha. Let me bring him Amitabh Sinha. Amitabh Sinha, in my introduction.
One thing.
One second.
If the party is saying that
Abbas Saab,
there have been poisoned 4 days back,
Yes,
and
yes,
after
yes.
4 days,
Yeah.
exact same thing happened.
Yeah.
So question would be raised.
And remember, viewers, this is the same Samajwadi Party that sent to jail. Remember, same Samajwadi Party government that sent to jail. 1 second. One second. Who sent whom? 1 second, sir. Please allow me to finish.
He should not be heard if he's a criminal.
Okay. Can you allow me? Can you allow me, sir?
Sir.
Okay. Viewers, one deputy SP got up, and it was on the basis of that man's heroic work. A cringing policeman developed the guts to take apart or take down this horrendous piece of work called Ansari. He slapped Pota case against him, but guess what, viewers? Under the Samajwadi Party government, that policeman was harassed, so much so that he had to quit his service. It took him 16 years for the process to say that there was no case against him. Viewers, and today we are talking about victims. Who was the victim here? I want to bring in Amitabh Sinha. Mr. Sinha, look, I began by saying that there is no denying that due process is the hallmark of a rule-based society. You're a lawyer, sir. And it is the opposition's duty to ask questions if any action undermines the law. But the question one asks is as important as the answer. This is particularly so at election time because it is often said the person who asks the question gets to control the conversation. What is the question that is being asked, Mr. Sinha? The question is being asked on the back of a claim made by a criminal about another criminal, convicted criminal, that he was killed by the Yogi government. So the question is being asked, is the Yogi government guilty today of murder? What conversation do you think is going to take place in the minds of those who are listening to this question and expecting an answer? Can you tell me? And why would a question like this be asked, Mr. Sinha?
Thank you, Rahul. I was trying to follow this process, this debate, very good debate. I really respect Anandji also, and I was trying to understand what Mr. Abbas on behalf of Samajwadi Party was saying or trying to say. But my point is very, very specific and legal. See, in this situation, if a convict is being supported with this line, the tweet which says by the Samajwadi Party leader, that संवेदनापूर्ण भावुकतापूर्ण श्रद्धांजलि, that particular person who was convicted for 6 murders, 18 murder charges, but 6 murders he was convicted, and up to 20 years of imprisonment. He was a convicted person. So this is nothing but shameful hypocrisy. And lastly, I am trying to tell you that there is a manual. If anarchist approach will dominate this democracy, then this democracy has no future. Everywhere, either it be it Supreme Court, High Court, Election Commission, then the local, Chief Judicial Magistrate, who has set up immediately an inquiry, the judicial inquiry led by Additional Chief Judicial Magistrate Ms. Garima Singh. They are not talking about that. They are not waiting to. They are not, ready to wait what the judicial inquiry will say about this, their inverted comma murder of this dreaded criminal. So this is basically the ultimate thing for criminalization of politics, or the support and the beneficiary of the criminalization of the politics.
Okay.
I am, as a lawyer, I am not telling all these things. I am telling this as a citizen, concerned citizen of India, Rahul.
Let me bring in Tehsil
Is this
Poonawala
the
on
way
this point.
the democracy should?
Okay. No, it's a good point. I think it's a
I'm
very good.
coming to, but I am concluding.
Okay.
I'm concluding.
Okay.
But see, this is not only hypocrisy, but this is basically a blatant anarchism, and this is basically trying to take the people, general innocent people, towards that situation where they lose confidence in the democratic setup and the constitutional bodies. So this must be stopped, and I think, Rahul, what you have raised this issue very clearly, that what people will understand.
Okay. So let me.
Of India.
Okay. So there's something that Dr. Ranganathan is showing us. I've understood, sir, the point you're making. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan, what's the point that you're making?
A very quick point to my dear friend Abbas Bhai. He has called this person, the terrorist who had 61 cases pending against him, as a victim. I want to ask him a simple, and his party has said Vinamra Shraddhanjali. I want to ask him a simple question, two questions. One, was Osama bin Laden a victim?
Yes.
And would you pay Vinamra Shraddhanjali to Osama bin Laden?
Anand bhai, let me tell you, there have been people in BJP who have more than 8 cases pending against them. So, and one more thing. So, if a condolence tweet has been put up by Samajwadi Party, similar thing would happen in UP Vidhan Sabha, which is not controlled by Samajwadi Party. There will be a minute of silence for Mukhtar Ansari. Even in UP Vidhan Sabha, this is the standard procedure. This is Rajnitik Shishtachar, which everybody does follow.
Rajnitik Shishtachar.
Whatever crime he may have done, he was in jail for past 20 years. We have sent him to jail in 2005. Since then, he has been in jail.
Okay. Now, viewers, let me quickly.
Abbas Bhai just proved my point.
Yeah. Proved your
So
point.
there is a course, there is a due course in this country.
Let me ask you. You know, in my lexicon, the only people who pay Shraddhanjali to terrorists are anti-nationals. Do you accept this, that we should be paying Shraddhanjali
Very true.
to
Very
this
true.
thug? Just simple question. To any thug who's convicted of murder, should we be paying Shraddhanjali to that person? Would we not lower the meaning of the word Shraddhanjali?
Thank you so much for having me on the show. Simple question, simple answer. No, I don't believe anyone should be paid, any thug should be paid Shraddhanjali to. This includes Mukhtar Ansari, this includes Godse. Unfortunately, Godse is encouraged. Unfortunately, the UP Assembly under Yogi Adityanath will pay tributes to the thug Mukhtar Ansari.
Atiq Ahmed.
I'm coming back to you, Tehseen Poonawalla. I'm asking you this question. One second. Answer the question straight
Atiq Ahmed, sorry, Parliament also paid.
One second. I just want to ask you, Mr. Poonawalla, there's a simple question. All this whataboutery is fine.
How is it whataboutery? You asked me a question, I gave you an answer.
No.
How is it whataboutery?
I'll tell you.
No.
If you allow me, I'll tell you. If you allow me, I'll tell you.
You can't use an adjective.
If you allow me, I will tell you.
You asked me a direct question, I give you one line answer.
If you allow me, I'll tell you.
How is it whataboutery?
I'll tell you.
If you allow me to respond, sir. Sure, sir. But allow me to respond.
Okay, go ahead. Respond.
No. You ask.
Yeah.
You ask me a question also.
So let me ask you.
Sure.
You say this Shraddhanjali should not be offered to Mr. Ansari, the man who has died.
And Atiq Ahmed.
Yeah, whatever it is. Can you then tell me, is the Samajwadi Party offering Shraddhanjali to make or score political brownie points, or why are they doing it?
I think the Samajwadi Party is doing the wrong thing, but Burhan Wani's family is getting 4 lakh rupees by the BJP government. Burhan Wani's family by the BJP government. I think Samajwadi Party is bad. Congress is bad. Let's accept it. Rahul, let's accept opposition is bad. BJP काय कर रही है? See, I'll tell you, Rahul, neither Abbas Bhai nor I are supporters of Mukhtar Ansari or Atiq Ahmed. But the fact of the matter is that we need to talk about today, on a very serious note, police and judicial reforms. That's it.
No, 1 second.
This has not happened for 75 years.
Mr. Poonawalla, that is a particular...
It's not happened for the last 10 years.
That is a general... No, hang on. Listen.
No, that's right.
I don't think... Hang on. There are hundreds... Excuse me, Tehseen Poonawalla. There are other people who die in custody. I don't see politicians lining up. Hang on. And offering Shraddhanjali to those deaths.
I stood up for
in this particular...
He's a criminal.
No, 1 second.
He was a criminal. Hold on. No, you asked me a direct question.
Okay, so then let me ask you, if he was a criminal, why was the Congress, since you're getting so excited about the BJP, etc. I'm not indulging viewers in whataboutery. I'm only stating a fact. Let me tell you.
Not excited at all.
It took the Aam Aadmi Party, and I will tell you where I disagree also, viewers. It took the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab to come out with an astounding fact. Viewers, 55 lakhs was spent by the then Congress government led by Captain Amrinder Singh, who ended up, of course, with the BJP, to provide legal services to this thug, to do what, viewers? To prevent him from serving time in Uttar Pradesh.
Amazing.
Can you believe it, viewers? 55 lakhs was spent by a Congress government. And you know who was fighting the case? He's all within his rights to fight his case. It's Dushyant Dave. All of this came out. All of this came out. This is the entire Congress ecosystem. So, Dr. Anand Ranganathan is right.
May I reply to that?
Dr.
Just one
Ranganathan
second.
is
May I
right.
please reply to that?
There is
Just
political...
10 seconds. 10 seconds
Tessin.
reply. 10 seconds. I won't take more than 10 seconds. You know me, doctor.
Yeah, please.
I agree with you. I am starting a
Always in hindsight, you agree with me.
No. I am telling you in foresight also. Congress bad,
Right.
SP bad.
How can it be
asking you a
foresight
simple
when we are
question.
talking about the past?
Sir, I am
So,
telling you in foresight
the
also
point
they're
is,
bad.
viewers...
Sir, give me 10 seconds. Sir, you promised me 10 seconds. Just 10. I am telling you Congress bad. They spent 55 lakhs, Captain Arminder Singh, on defending this thug. Agree? Where is
About
Captain? BJP called him a nationalist. Arey, BJP ko bolo. Captain ko डाली जेल में.
Tehseen Purhala, I also mentioned that this is where I disagree with what the Bharatiya Janata Party did. Okay?
You
But that
disagree with the Burhan Wani
doesn't mean that all that is being done today by the Samajwadi Party, by the Congress believing history sheeters who have a direct bearing on this entire matter, direct conflict of interest, and they say, oh, the man has been dead, he's been murdered, he's been poisoned, this, that, the other. Shraddhanjali should be paid to him. It's in your hands to change the discourse, but you haven't. Yes, Dr. Ranganathan. Yeah.
No, very simple observation. You know, yes, Tehseen has hindsight, Rahul Gandhi has foresight, but that's another matter. I want to ask a very simple question to my dear brothers Tehseen and Abbas Bhai. You know, for the last 10 years, this narrative has prevailed that this is the new India. Violence has been mainstream. There is every action mainstream. I want to ask him, Tehseen, first you, is attending in thousands, tens of thousands, the funeral of a terrorist, is it mainstreaming of violence? Yes or no? Simple question.
Absolutely. The BJP government refused to put 144 in Mumbai when that happened.
Now,
Again, they were told to put. I think it's mainstreaming. I
mean,
think
how
it's
can I-
mainstreaming.
And if you put,
Arre, to
viewers,
144
if you
लगाओ
impose
ना,
144, if you impose, you see, viewers, this is what I'm trying to tell you. We have lowered our moral standards so low today that we expect the law to tell us what is the right thing. A good law is made by citizens who know what is the right thing. It's just the opposite.
People turning out in tens of thousands.
Can you
They
believe
are
it?
turning out because they are going to violate section 144. That's what Tehseen is saying.
That's right.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, viewers. This is where our morality is. It's around our ankles, like a soiled underwear.
This is shameful.
This is what it is, viewers.
This is
It is shameful. Like
Rahul,
a soiled
let me tell you,
underwear,
this is shameful.
our morality
And
today
this-
is hanging around our ankles. There's no other way of
and-
saying this. It is
Okay, so
ridiculous,
what-
viewers.
what kind of-
And we have a
okay.
man
Now-
who has
now
murdered,
people of
who
India
has
has
murdered
realized.
his
They have
way
realized.
to the age of 61. From the age of 17 or 15 or what have you. Being today paid Shraddhanjali to. Viewers, I hope that the electorate is smart enough to reject this kind of absolute craven appeasement of a terrorist and of criminality. Whether it is from the BJP or the SP or the BSP, I am not talking tonight on political lines. I am talking as a citizen. Punish those who are doing this. It's ridiculous, viewers. Let's reclaim morality. I'll take a short break. I'll be right back. Don't go away.
Guruji.
Mafia Don Mukhtar Ansari passed away, and as per the information available, he has suffered a cardiac arrest and had been admitted to Banda Medical College in high security of UP police, where 9 doctors team declared him dead on Thursday evening. Mukhtar Ansari's family cries foul play in Don's death. Don's brother and sons have made allegations that he was being given slow poison in food inside prison. Even before his death, family has alleged before courts about the conspiracy to kill Mukhtar Ansari. Since his death, even politics is being played around his death. Leaders likes of Tejasvi Yadav, Asaduddin Owaisi and Ram Gopal Yadav have raised concerns related to the mysterious death of Mafia Don inside prison. Autopsy of Mukhtar Ansari would be done by panel of 5 doctors in Banda. Family members have been allowed to be present. Has planned to videograph the entire autopsy. Sources in UP government tell us that given allegations that are being leveled by family of conspiracy behind the gangster's death, UP government is likely to set up a judicial inquiry to look into the allegations. In 1 week, this was the second time that he was admitted to the hospital. Before this, Mafia Don Mukhtar Ansari was admitted to the ICU at a hospital in Uttar Pradesh district early Tuesday with a complaint to abdominal pain. His brother and Ghazipur MP Afzal Ansari alleged that he was given poison in jail. An official statement of the prison department on Tuesday, when Ansari was admitted for the first time, says, and I quote, "Due to the sudden deterioration in the health of prisoner Mukhtar Ansari and falling in the toilet in the night, he was immediately given treatment by the jail doctors," unquote. Mukhtar Ansari, who is 60 years old, is a 5-time former MLA from Mau Sadar seat and has been behind the bars in UP and Punjab since 2005. He has over 60 criminal cases pending against him. He has been sentenced in 8 cases since September 2022 by different courts of UP and was lodged in the Banda jail. His name tops the list of 66 gangsters released by Uttar Pradesh police. His family members have been raising apprehensions that Mukhtar Ansari could be killed in a fake encounter. During court's hearing, also his advocate have been saying that cops are giving him slow poison in jail, due to which his health is deteriorating. His son and relatives make allegation on government that government does not allow them to meet him. Mafia Don Mukhtar Ansari passed away, and as per the information available, he has suffered a cardiac arrest and had been admitted to Banda Medical College in high security of UP police, where 9 doctors team declared him dead on Thursday evening. Mukhtar Ansari's family cries foul play in Don's death. Don's brother and sons have made allegations that he was being given slow poison in food inside prison. Even before his death, family has alleged before courts about the conspiracy to kill Mukhtar Ansari. Since his death, even politics is being played around his death. Leaders likes of Tejasvi Yadav, Asaduddin Owaisi and Ram Gopal Yadav.
Viewers, the day after the Delhi High Court refused to grant relief to the Congress in its plea challenging the Income Tax Department's reassessment over 3 years, the tax authorities have slapped a 1,800 crore notice upon the Congress. Yes, viewers, fresh 1,800 crore tax notice for assessment years 2017-18 to 2020-21. So 3 assessment years. The notice after, as I told you, the HC rejected the plea challenging the reassessment. This latest tax notice includes penalty and an interest component. And the Congress claims that the notice has been served without accompanying documents, and it is an undemocratic and unreasonable move on part of the government. The Congress has also declared that it will appeal in a higher court and is confident that it will get relief. Listen in.
हम पूरी तरीके से आश्वस्त हैं, हमें रिलीफ कोर्ट से मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, रोक नहीं सकते हैं, और हम इसके बाद में सुप्रीम कोर्ट जाएंगे क्योंकि कानून हमारे साथ है, हमें हर हालत में रिलीफ मिलेगा। लेकिन जब हमारे को रिलीफ मिलेगा जब तक के इलेक्शंस खत्म हो गए होंगे।
Additionally, the Congress has sought to turn the tables on the BJP. Mallikarjun Kharge, who is the Congress party president, has come out and said that the BJP should be sent a notice for a 4,600 crore penalty, which is overlooked for BJP's 42 crore unaccounted deposits. 135 crore penalty demanded from Congress for 14 lakh cash deposits by MLAs and MPs. Who is pressurizing IT department to act in this unjustified manner against opposition? Why is IT department being used as a weapon to harass principal opposition party? ED and CBI being used to subvert democracy and belittle constitution. This is what the BJP had to say in response, viewers.
हाईकोर्ट ने 45 पेज के ऑर्डर में और मैं कोट करके बता रहा हूं, कहा है कि सब्सटैंशियल एंड कॉन्क्रीट एविडेंस एग्जिस्ट कि 520 करोड़ का डूबियस अनअकाउंटेड ट्रांजैक्शंस हुआ है कांग्रेस पार्टी के साथ। उसमें उन्होंने यह भी बताया है कि किस प्रकार से करोड़ों रुपए कांग्रेस पार्टी के दफ्तर में और एआईसीसी में 24 अकबर रोड में पाए गए हैं, और इसीलिए इस सारी चीजों का असेसमेंट होना जरूरी है। यह कुछ दिन पहले हाई कोर्ट का आदेश आया था, और आज भी हाई कोर्ट ने उन्हें राहत देने से इनकार किया। और आज इसीलिए मूल सवाल यह पैदा होता है, जो प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ट्वीट भी किया है, कि क्या आपका संवैधानिक संस्थाओं के प्रति, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के प्रति कमिटमेंट कंडीशनल है?
But viewers, let's get to the facts, and these facts have been established by the courts, and they tell us that it is the Congress itself that appears to have dropped the ball when it came to filing its tax returns on time or settling its dues with the tax office in time. In fact, if anything, the facts suggest that the Congress has been disinclined towards honoring liabilities on its finances or incomes, or call it what you have to, for years altogether. Now, there are three basic tax matters. 1994-1995 tax matter, let's look at it first. The Congress claims that the case has been vengefully dredged up suddenly 30 years later after IT department furnished rupees 54 crore demand notice. The fact, however, is, viewers, the 1994-1995 tax matter has been pending since 1997 in IT tribunals and the High Court for several years. In 2016, the High Court ruled the IT department's favor. The status of the matter is that the Congress has appealed in the Supreme Court. Next date of hearing is April 1. So, viewers, this matter has already been adjudicated upon by the High Court, which has ruled in favor of the IT department. Let's look at the next case, which is the reopening of tax assessments from 2014 to 2021, which we are talking about. Congress claims that's an attempt to squeeze Congress out of all its funds to prevent it from using resources to fight polls. Fact, viewers, is that the reassessment being carried out after tax raids allegedly revealed unaccounted monies and spends during the searches on alleged Congress associates since 2019 in Madhya Pradesh, Karnataka and other states. What is the status? Congress has filed writ petitions against all 7 years. Delhi High Court has heard plea with regard to 3 years on March 20th. The order was reserved. Now, viewers, let's look at tax case pertaining to 2018-2019. The Congress claims the IT department arbitrarily recovered rupees 135 crores from Congress bank accounts on March 16 to bankrupt the party ahead of polls. But what is the fact? The Congress claimed exemption of rupees 199 crore income in this year. The exemption was struck down. IT department hence served a notice of rupees 105 crore on the Congress in 2021. The Congress's appeal before the CITA was dismissed on March 13. Delhi High Court also dismissed the Congress's appeal. So what is the status, viewers? The IT department has recovered 135 crores from Congress bank accounts on March 16, 2024, only after clearance from the courts. So, viewers, the question then has to be asked, does the Congress vendetta claim hold up to scrutiny? Let's open this up, viewers, and I want to first begin tonight with Tehseen Poonawalla. Mr. Poonawalla, it appears to me from the facts that I have researched, pulled out from orders, bona fide orders, that the Congress itself is to blame for the mess it is in. It should have, like any honest citizen would do, like you would do, I would do, if we were to get a tax notice, quickly reconcile. But they haven't.
Thank you, Rahul. Actually, your facts are partially correct, not completely correct.
Wow.
And allow me to explain to your viewers because it's slightly technical.
Okay.
On one issue, which is about the 1994-1995 tax notices at a time when Sitaram Yechuri ji is there, 54 crores that are now sought to be extorted at the time of elections. The Congress has already moved the Honorable Supreme Court.
Extorted.
Can you or your viewers Sir, one second, now please, Anand. Let's not do this. Now, don't
Okay,
heckle.
let him finish.
Can you? It's a technical issue. Let the
Okay.
viewers understand. Can you, in your research, show me another case when a party has moved Supreme Court that the tax notice has come while the matter is in the Supreme Court listed? The matter has not been dismissed. It's listed in the Supreme Court. Now, for the other issue, which was the 199 crore issue, the 2019 to the 2021 issue, you will recall, and your viewers will recall, that there was an exemption given for late filing of returns because of COVID. At that point of time, the Congress treasurer had died. Now, anyone who understands how political parties function, political parties first have to submit their accounts to the Election Commission of India. The Election Commission of India will only accept the accounts when the treasurer is there. So, a new treasurer was subsequently appointed. It was so there was a delay in a few days. Political parties are exempt from income tax. Congress has not hidden some money.
No.
What Congress has said is the money that should be exempted, income tax is saying is not exempted. That is where they have lost in High Court. They've again moved Supreme Court. At a time when elections are on, tell me another time in the history of India, even during emergency, where accounts were leaned. Accounts are not freeze, they've leaned. And 135 crores have been sucked out of the party's income tax. It's like you're fighting a battle, but my hands are tied in a boxing match. My leg is tied and I'm told to fight Mike Tyson. That's the problem. The BJP has unaccounted money from bonds, from electoral bonds, from dubious companies. But the Congress, which has legitimate money, which an institute of the government has struck down and saying, no, this is not legitimate. And today has their hands tied up. That is the problem. It's not a level playing field.
Okay, now just a minute. Viewers, you see, a large number of us, and I'm sure you would know about this, get tax notices routinely. The tax officer is not finding out if that money is required for you to pay for your cancer treatment, God forbid, or for a EMI on the precious house that you have bought to live in, or for certain treatments or rehabilitation of your parents or whatever. If you are furnished with a tax notice, you have to comply. You can go to court, but you have to comply, viewers, or you end up in lots of trouble. Dr. Ranganathan, you were raising your hand.
But there's a difference between an individual
No,
and a
please.
political
There is
party.
no, sir.
Political
That is
parties
in
are
your
exempt
mind.
from paying tax.
Under only certain, there's
political
no
parties are
absolute
exempt from
exemption.
taxes.
It is a conditional exemption.
And who puts the condition?
One
The income
second.
tax office.
But it's in the rules.
That's the
It's in the
bias.
rules. It's in the
That's the
rules.
bias. You
No,
got the
hang on.
bias.
It's in the rules, viewers. There are certain exemptions.
tax puts it.
Excuse me, sir. Please. Under the RPA, there are certain rules which have to be followed. There are certain terms under which you get money, you declare money. You can't just suddenly...
It's declared.
No, one second. And this is the same Congress party, viewers, don't forget, who also owes money in the National Herald case. Don't forget, viewers.
No, they don't owe no money there.
Oh, right. Of course they don't.
What happened to the Hawala case on the
Of course.
I just
Two people
mentioned
are out
one
on
thing.
bail.
Please.
I mean, okay, yes, Dr. Ranganathan, you want to come in? Please go ahead.
I was so aghast by one word that Tehseen used that I just repeated it, and Tehseen said, Anand, stop interrupting. Rahul, you asked me to come a minute before, and now Tehseen, please give me some time. I was aghast at your using the word extorted. You mean to say the income tax who are legitimately asking for the money that they are owed are extorting? Who is extorting whom for the last 70 years, brother? But now, let's not muddy the waters. As Rahul said, there cannot be two rules. One for the political parties, Congress and others for the common man. Number one, let me now, because this will go on and on, let me actually quote the High Court verbatim, Rahul. It's very important. Quote, the problems that beset the petitioner, i.e. Congress, today are of its own making. The party has been remiss in taking preemptory steps in respect of a demand which had remained outstanding right from 2021. As we read this ITAT order, the court that was approached before Congress approached the High Court, the petitioner has itself to blame. The demand is of 2021. It seems you made no efforts to securitize the demand. Someone in petitioner's office has remained asleep since 2021. The IT department issued notice in July 2021, and the first application by the party for complete stay came to be rejected in October that year. No concrete steps appear to have been taken by the securitizing the outstanding demand or to seek appropriate interim protection. This would clearly appear to suggest that the petitioner has been far from vigilant and clearly lacks in pursuing the legal remedies which were otherwise available, unquote. Now let me ask a simple question to Tehseen. This is the High Court a week ago castigating, outraging at what the Congress, its temerity to approach the High Court after the 2 judicial orders went against it. Tehseen, how many people are employed in the Congress? Please tell me. Is it just you or somebody else, 3 or 4 people, half a dozen or thousands? Why was everyone asleep? I'll tell you why. Because you guys are snooty, you believe laws are different for you, they don't exist for you, and you will keep on refusing to pay what is owed to the government authorities.
Can I answer the point quickly?
Yeah, please.
The entire discrepancy in the case Dr. Anand Ranganathan speaks about is of 14 lakh rupees. That's it, 14 lakhs. That not only was secured, that was, please allow me to speak, that was duly deposited with the income tax.
No.
The delay was on account of Motilal Vora.
No.
Except the 14 lakhs.
Absolutely
now
not.
come up with this figure of 105
Absolutely
crores.
not. Absolutely not,
the
sir.
problem.
I will just now, because I read this particular judgment cover to cover, and I am familiar with what Dr. Ranganathan is saying, I'm going to pull it out, and I'm also going to tell you, viewers, that this dates back to the tax matter which we have put out, which was tax matter 2018 to 2019. So it is a very important case in which this particular claim has been made by the court itself. And that's why, viewers, I said that I am basing these facts on the facts that have been proven in a court of law. There is no other
But
higher
2018,
authority.
2019 has to be filed in 2020
viewers,
when COVID happened,
one
my
second.
friend.
No, please, listen.
Yes, but you're making a fundamental mistake.
Okay,
my
in
friend.
22 it could not have been done. In 23 it could not have been done.
22, my friend.
Now, 1 second. Tuin Sinha, the charge is witch hunting. The charge is trying to shoot the Congress party in its leg so it doesn't have the resources to fight an election, and the attempt is to distort the so-called level playing field. Go ahead, respond to this charge.
Well, good evening, Rahul. Rahul, we can't shoot the Congress on its leg because it has already shot itself many times. The fact is the Congress has been a repeat offender. The exemptions to the Congress party were allowed under the provisions of 13A, which has been violated multiple times by the Congress party, and no clarification on that has been issued. One, in terms of not filing their tax returns on the stipulated date. Two, in terms of obtaining a donation in cash of 14 lakhs.
We know the facts, Mr. Sinha. The pointed question is the timing. The timing coincides. It is very close to a general election.
The timing. We don't dictate the timing. As you mentioned, we don't dictate the timing. When did the recovery of 135 crore happen? It happened on 16th March after the High Court dismissed Congress's petition, Congress's plea, and ruled in favor of the income tax. So are you telling me that even after that, income tax should be extremely nice? Income tax has no attendant burdens to be nice to the Congress party.
Okay, respond as Punara fact. Even I pointed it out. The Congress appeal before the CETA was dismissed on March 13. Delhi HC also dismissed the Congress appeal. IT department then recovered 135 crores.
As a rival political party, I can still feel sympathetic towards the Congress party. The tax department won't.
Okay, go ahead.
Nobody on this show has been able to. I'm giving you the answer. Nobody on this show has been able to give me another example, individual or otherwise, that the matter is in the Supreme Court and recovery has happened.
No. This 2018-2019 case was not. One minute.
2495.
No, I'm telling you there are 3 cases, viewers. But even one second. Tehseen Punara, 1 second, please.
Sir, please allow me. I'll give you the facts.
Okay, sir.
Let me give you the facts.
You're not giving me the facts.
9495 No run around. Each fact. 9495 is in Supreme Court, but 54 crores is coming at the eve of elections. You think this is automatically generated, computer generated? Number 2, your viewers know it. Number 2, the case you're talking about, 2018-19, COVID happened, 14 lakh discrepancy. Tuin Sinha agrees. For 14 lakh discrepancy, you're taking 135 crores at the time of election.
You claimed an exemption of 199 crores. Excuse me.
Different point.
1 second. I know exactly. You claimed an exemption of 199. That exemption was not held up by the High Court.
So it wasn't hidden. It was put out 199 crores. And income is not applicable to political parties.
There was a demand made.
Who rejected the exemption?
There was a demand made of the Congress party in the 2018-2019 tax case. They said, we need an exemption. This demand is too much. We need an exemption of 199 crore on our income. And guess
Yes.
what, viewers? The High Court came out and said nothing doing. Pay up the tax on that money. So you have
No.
now a situation. Oh, no. Okay. No.
No.
So why
what
has-
the High Court has said, what the High Court has said, what the income tax has said is they refuse to give the exemption. Political parties are exempted from paying tax. What the High Court has said, since that's not
Sir,
happened, we
the
go into effect.
political
Why can't you pay the
party
tax?
is
High
not
courts cannot change the law.
unconditionally, sir, is not unconditionally exempt. You have obviously not been able to satisfy
Why has
the terms of the
BJP
law
never been
in
taxed
the
after
court.
having the highest
That's a
income?
different story altogether. You can move the court,
Exactly,
file a
that's
PIL,
the story.
Tehseen Poonawala. You can file a PIL, and I can today ask
They
Tehseen.
have a
1 second,
five-star
Tuhin Sinha
hotel,
also. No,
right?
1 second.
Office.
No, 1 second,
A
1 second.
7-star hotel type office.
Yes.
Better than the Burj Khalifa.
Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor.
No,
Yeah.
no, I
That's
know what
exempted from income tax.
Testing, please don't. Look,
Sorry,
I know
please,
what
please.
Tehseen
Sorry.
is doing. He is insinuating about the timing. Now, had this notice been delivered last year, Tehseen would have again said, look at the timing just before crucial Madhya Pradesh and other state elections. Had it been done in 2022, it was a look about Karnataka election. You know, Congress is being disrupted on the eve. And what he's saying that our one hand is tied by this. अरे पिछले 10 साल से शोले के ठाकुर की तरह घूम रहे हो भाई, हाथ ही नहीं है आपके, 40 सीट आ जाए यही गनीमत है. But I want to ask you this, Tehseen, now you are a very honest person. Please tell me point blank, is the 1911 crores that Congress has generated or been given, has extorted from the companies through electoral bonds, is that, in your words, legal or illegal? Should that be used to pay up 1800 crores?
It is legal. Because the Congress was in no position to grant favors or conduct ED raids like the BJP
Oh, really? It
was.
was not in power in any state.
Oh my God!
Okay,
Arre
viewers,
bhai.
this is absolutely, again, as I told you, this is very short-sighted logic and self-serving logic. Anyhow, I am not going to, I am going to only ask one question of Tuhin Sinha. Tuhin Sinha, today, I have to tell you, the reason these questions are being asked, and I am in interests of fairness, which is a point that perhaps Tehseen Poonawala should have raised but hasn't. Your ally, the TDP, grants a ticket, sir, to a person who is the father of the main approver in the liquor scandal. Now, what am I supposed to take away from this? You tell me.
A bottle.
No, a father is different from his son's activities.
Okay, father is different from his son's activities.
You know, he had granted the. Why do you hold the father responsible for what the son is involved in?
Right, viewers.
So I think it's
because both of
I
them
think,
own
just
and
if I
run
may
a company,
quickly answer
a distillery, because both of them run the same distillery. Anyhow, viewers, look, the fact of the matter is that there will be people who will continue to ask questions. And I will come back to that same point. Those that are asking questions are today also in a position to determine the conversation around those questions. So we actually have to not look at the answers, we have to look at the questions that are being asked. In what context and why, and what is the motive behind those questions. Once we begin to decode that, it will become easier for us to locate this conversation. And we'll be able to call out fact from fiction. I'll take a short break, viewers. We are right back. Very interesting development today regarding the Prime Minister. Don't go away.
Co-powered by
Mafia Don Mukhtar Ansari passed away, and as per the information available, he has suffered a cardiac arrest and had been admitted to Banda Medical College in high security of UP police, where 9 doctors team declared him dead on Thursday evening. Mukhtar Ansari's family cries foul play in Don's death. Don's brother and sons have made allegations that he was being given slow poison in food inside prison. Even before his death, family has alleged before courts about the conspiracy to kill Mukhtar Ansari. Since his death, even politics is being played around his death. Leaders likes of Tejasvi Yadav, Asaduddin Owaisi and Ram Gopal Yadav have raised concerns related to the mysterious death of Mafia Don inside prison. Autopsy of Mukhtar Ansari would be done by panel of 5 doctors in Banda. Family members have been allowed to be present in hospital at the time of autopsy. Administration has planned to videograph the entire autopsy. Sources in UP government tell us that given allegations that are being leveled by family of conspiracy behind the gangster's death, UP government is likely to set up a judicial inquiry to look into the allegations. In 1 week, this was the second time that he was admitted to the hospital. Before this, Mafia Don Mukhtar Ansari was admitted to the ICU at a hospital in Uttar Pradesh district early Tuesday with a complaint to abdominal pain. His brother and Gazipur MP Afzal Ansari alleged that he was given poison in jail. An official statement of the prison department on Tuesday, when Ansari was admitted for the first time, says, and I quote, "Due to the sudden deterioration in the health of prisoner Mukhtar Ansari and falling in the toilet in the night, he was immediately given treatment by the jail doctors," unquote. Mukhtar Ansari, who is 60 years old, is a 5-time former MLA from Mau Sadar seat and has been behind the bars in UP and Punjab since 2005. He has over 60 criminal cases pending against him. He has been sentenced in 8 cases since September 2022 by different courts of UP and was lodged in the Banda jail. His name tops the list of 66 gangsters released by Uttar Pradesh police. His family members have been raising apprehensions that Mukhtar Ansari could be killed in a fake encounter. During court's hearing, also his advocate have been saying that cops are giving him slow poison in jail, due to which his health is deteriorating. His son and relatives make allegation on government that government does not allow them to meet him. Mafia Don Mukhtar Ansari passed away, and as per the information available, he has suffered a cardiac arrest and had been admitted to Banda Medical College in high security of UP police, where 9 doctors team declared him dead on Thursday evening. Mukhtar Ansari's family cries foul play in Don's death. Don's brother and sons have
In one of the themes I think India brings to technology is that it should be available for everyone, actually lifting up those who need it the most.
जब मैं दुनिया में डिजिटल डिवाइड की बात सुनता था, मैं कहता मेरे देश में मैं ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने दूंगा कि डिजिटल डिवाइड हो। और डिजिटल पब्लिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर ये अपने आप में बहुत बड़ी रिक्वायरमेंट है। आज मेरे यहाँ गांवों तक मैं ये डिजिटल फैसिलिटी पहुंचाना चाहता हूँ। तो मुझे लगता है वो बहुत बड़ा टारगेट ग्रुप है। महिलाएं तुरंत नई चीज़ों को स्वीकार करती है, ये मेरा अनुभव है मेरे देश में। उनके अनुकूल कौन सी चीज़ें मैं टेक्नोलॉजी में ले जाऊंगा तो वो एकदम से एक्सेप्टेबिलिटी बनती है। मैंने एक कार्यक्रम लिया है नमो ड्रोन दीदी, इसके पीछे मेरे 2 लक्ष्य हैं। एक तो मैं भारत के गांवों में 3 करोड़ महिलाओं को लखपति दीदी बनाना चाहूँ, और वो भी एक गरीब परिवार से। तो मैं एक साइकोलॉजिकल चेंज करना चाहता हूँ। ये छोटी छोटी चीज़ें नहीं, बड़ी चीज़ें करनी है। दूसरा, गांव में महिलाएं मतलब यही काम करेगी, भैंस को चराएगी, गाय को चराएगी, दूध दोहेगी, नहीं, मैं उसके हाथ में टेक्नोलॉजी देना चाहता हूँ। मैं साइकोलॉजिकल चेंज लाना चाहता हूँ। गांव के सब लोगों को लगना चाहिए कि ये हमारे गांव को बदल रही है। एग्रीकल्चर को मैं आधुनिक बनाना, वैज्ञानिक बनाना, ये ज़रूरत मैं देखता हूँ। और उसी लिए मैंने ड्रोन दीदी का, और बहुत सक्सेसफुल चल रहा है। मैं इन ड्रोन दीदी से इन दिनों बातें करता हूँ, उनको इतनी खुशी है। वो कहते हैं हमको साइकिल चलाना नहीं आता था, आज हम पायलट बन गए, हम ड्रोन चला रहे हैं। सोचने का तरीका बदल गया है।
Good evening. You're watching The Right Stand with me, Poonam Burde. Mukhtar Ansari, a career criminal turned politician, died of a cardiac arrest late last night. He was lodged in the Banda jail in Uttar Pradesh. His autopsy has been conducted. His mortal remains have been given to the family. The details of the post-mortem report will be key because Mukhtar Ansari's family has been accusing jail officials of slowly poisoning him. They believe that's what causes death. Some within the opposition ranks echoed that sentiment as well. They called for an independent inquiry. Sure, there should be an investigation if something seems amiss. But is there a need to jump to conclusions and target the state government even before the complete truth is out? Also, is the opposition falling prey to a narrative the family is trying to whip up? A family that has had its brush with the law of its own. Are they just trying to use this as a rallying point for their own political gains? That's what many are asking as well. I say that because it's no secret that Mukhtar Ansari has enjoyed political patronage that ensured that even though The first murder case that was registered against him was when he was 25. Ansari was only convicted when he was 61. For 4 decades, he unleashed a reign of terrifying crimes with impunity. So yes, while no one's death should be celebrated, are we really going to celebrate the life of such a man? Now, the death of Mukhtar Ansari has to be looked at from the prism of two families. One is of his own, that is crying foul. The other is that of the man he killed. Former BJP MLA Krishnanand Rai, who was killed in 2005 by Mukhtar Ansari, his family visited the temple today. Excuse me. They said this was a blessing of the Almighty. On the other hand, Ansari and his family alleged that Mukhtar Ansari, in fact, was poisoned inside the Banda jail. Krishnanand Rai's family reiterated that Ansari was no saint. The former MLA's murder was not the only crime he was accused of. The deceased gangster's family demanded that the autopsy be conducted by AIIMS and not in Banda. Justice has been served, says Krishnanand Rai's family. Mukhtar Ansari's family, though, welcomed the judicial inquiry that was ordered in his death. Mukhtar Ansari's family's allegations haven't just come today. They have been raising doubts over his safety in jail for the last 10 days now. In fact, when Ansari was in jail in Punjab before he was transferred to Uttar Pradesh, there too he had claimed that there was a this went through. On the 19th of March, which is 10 days ago, Mukhtar Ansari